Hello students, welcome to Anne's classes. Let's revise ratio and proportion. Let's begin with our revision. The first question is, the ratio of 1 dozen to 1 score is dash. So 1 dozen is how many? What's the number? The number for 1 dozen is 12 and 1 score is 20. So 1 dozen is 12 and 1 score is 20. So the ratio of 1 dozen to 1 score will be 12 is to 20. Remember, ratio should always be in the simplest form. So this will be, now first we need to put it in the form of a fraction and then we're going to reduce it to the lowest term. I can divide both by 2. I can divide both by 4 also. So let me use 4. So this will be 4 threes are 12 and 4 fives are 20. So I've got my fraction as 3 by 5 and my ratio will be 3 is to 5. So I can write this in the blank. The ratio of 1 dozen to 1 score is 3 is to 5. Question 2. The ratio of even numbers to odd numbers in a set of rational numbers from 1 to 20 is what? The ratio. So now let's begin by writing all the even numbers from 1 to 20. So here, remember, they are natural numbers, so they're going to start from 2 here. 2. Now all the even numbers up to 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 20. Okay, because it says from 1 to 20. Now how many are there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So even numbers from 1 to 20, we have 10 numbers. Okay, so we have 10 numbers here. Similarly, let's get the odd numbers from 1 to 20. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. That's it. Now let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here also we have 10. So we have 10 numbers here. So let's write that, the number here. Now we have to write the ratio. So the ratio of even numbers to odd numbers from 1 to 20. Even numbers we have 10 and odd numbers also we have 10. Now let's write it in the form of a fraction, 10 by 10. Now we can cancel and we have 1 by 1 which is equal to 1 is to 1. So the ratio here is 1 is to 1 which we can write in the blank. So 1 is to 1. Next one, express the ratios in the simplest form. We have 45 minutes is to 3 hours. As you can see, the units are different, minutes and hours, isn't it? So let's convert it to the smaller unit. Let's convert 3 hours to minutes. So 45 minutes, we have it as it is, 45 minutes, and 3 hours will convert it to minutes. So we know that in 1 hour we have 60 minutes, isn't it? So in 3 hours it will be 60 into 3. 3 zeros are 0, 6 threes are 18. We have 180 minutes. Now we are going to write this as a fraction. So this will be 45 by 180. Now we're going to reduce it to the simplest form. So let's divide both by 9 first. So when we divide by 9, what do we get? 9 fives are 45, 9 twos are 18, 20. I can divide both again by 5. Divide both by 5 and see what you get. So this will be 5 ones are 5, 5 fours are 20. So our ratio is 1 is to 4. So this is a final answer. Question 4. Check whether the following ratios are in proportion or not. 8 meters is to 21 meters, 32 rupees is to 63 rupees. So let's remove the units and write it as a proportion first, is equal to 32 is to 63. Now here we know that 8 and 63 are the extremes and 21 and 32 are the means. So we can find out if these two ratios are in proportion by applying this product of extremes equals product of means. That means we're going to multiply the extremes and the means, and if the answer is the same, then we say that they are in proportion. So extremes are 8 into 63 and means are 21 into 32. So let's multiply 63 into 8. 8 threes are 24, carry 2. 6 eights are 48 plus 2 is 50. So here we have 504. Now let's multiply here and see. So 21 into 32. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, then 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. So 2, 7, 6. So here what do we have? 672. As you can see, the left hand side and the right hand side are not equal. They are not equal. That means these two ratios, that is 8 meters is to 21 meters and 32 rupees is to 63 rupees, they are not in proportion. So we need to say the ratios are not in proportion. Question 5. Find the value of x in the following proportion. So let's write that out here. So we have 27 is to x is proportionate to 63 is to 84. So here it already says that they are in proportion. So now we have to find the value of x. So let's apply this. Product of extremes is equal to product of means. So these are the extremes and these are the means. So 27 into 84 should be equal to x into 63. So now we're going to find the value of x. So we're going to leave x here, and on the other side of the equal to sign we have 27 into 84. So let's write that 27 into 84. Now here we have 63 next to x. We're going to remove it and put it along with these numbers. So because it is multiplication, when it goes to this side, it becomes division. So this is 63. Now we can simplify. So we can cancel 27 and 63 by 9. So let's do that. 9 threes are 27 and 9 sevens are 63. Now I can cancel 7 and 84. 7 ones are 7 and 7 into 12 is 84. Now multiply 3 into 12, we get x is equal to 3 twelves are 36. So we have found the value of x and x is 36. Question 6. The ratio of the number of male and female workers in an office is 5:3. If there are 115 male workers, what is the number of female workers in the office? So let's write what's given to us first. The ratio of male and female workers is given to us as 5:3. Number of male workers is also given to us as 115. Now we have to find the number of female workers. So let's consider the number of female workers to be x. Now let's put all this in the form of a proportion. So now we will have 5:3, male is to female. Similarly here, male is to female. So female will be x. So now we can apply this formula, product of extremes equals product of means. So here we have the extremes and here we have the means. So that will be 5 into x is equal to 3 into 115. Now if we have to find only x, then we say 3 into 115 divided by 5. Now we can cancel. 5 ones are 5. Here 5 twos are 10 and 3 here. 5 threes are 15. Now we just have to multiply this. That is x 3 into 23. So x is equal to 3 into 23, 3 threes are 9 and we have 3 twos are 6, 69. That means the number of female workers in the office is 69. Question 7. 7:9 is equivalent to which of these numbers? So let's begin with the first ratio. Now 7 into what is 28? 7 fours are 28 here, isn't it? So 7 into 4 is 28. That means we have to multiply 9 also by 4. 9 fours are 36. So you should get 28 is to 36. But the first one says 28 is to 40. So this is not the answer. Now here 42, second one, 42 is to 71. Let's see. 7 into what is 42? 7 into 6 is 42. That means we have to multiply 9 also into 6. 9 into 6 is 54. So your ratio should be 42 is to 54. But here, as you can see, it is 42 is to 71. So this is also not our answer. Let's go to the next one. 72 is to 42. Now 7 into what is 72? Nothing. It doesn't give this at all. So this is also not our answer. That means this is the answer. So let's work that out and see. We have 42 there. So that means 7 into 6 is 42. That is, I'm talking about this 7. Now I need to take 9. 9 also I must multiply by 6. 9 6s are 54. So I've got my ratio as 42 is to 54. And this is our answer. Question 8. Ratio of 5 paise to 25 paise is the same as the ratio of 35 paise to what? Okay, so here we have 5 is to 25 is equal to 35 is to what we don't know, so that is x. Okay, so here product of extremes. So these are the extremes and these are the means. So let's use that to find this out. So product of extremes is 5 into x is equal to 25 into 35. So now we just have to find the value of x. X is the missing number. So this is 25 into 35 divided by 5. Now I can cancel 5 and 35 or 5 and 25. So now I have 25 into 7. So this is equal to 175. So let's write our answer here, 175. Question 9. The ratio of 10 centimeters to 10 millimeters. Again, you can see the units are different. So let's convert centimeters to millimeters. Now 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. So 10 centimeters will be this 10 into 10, which is 100 millimeters. So let's write it there. So here, instead of 10 centimeters, I'm going to write 100 millimeters is to 10 millimeters. So we write it in the form of a fraction, 100 by 10. And then you can cancel 1 0. So what do we have here? 10 by 1. If I have to write it as a ratio, I should write 10 is to 1. So this is my final answer. Question 10. A man distributes his savings of 4,000 rupees among his three sons in the ratio 5 is to 3 is to 2. Find the amount received by his third son. Okay, so let's begin by saying a man's savings. So what is his savings? 4,000 rupees. Then given ratio is 5 is to 3 is to 2. He's divided his money among his three sons in this ratio. So given ratio is 5 is to 3 is to 2. Now we have to find the sum of the ratio, that is 5 plus 3 plus 2. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. Now we have to find the amount received by the third son. Now in the ratio, the first numbers for the first son, second numbers for the second son, and the third numbers for the third son. So we are only going to take this. So this will be 2 divided by the sum of the ratio, that is 10, into the man's savings, which is 4,000 rupees. Now here I can cancel 1 0 here and 1 0 here and simply multiply this. So when you multiply 2 4s are 8 and put the 2 zeros. So what is the amount received by the third son? He got 800 rupees. So this is our answer, 800 rupees. Question 11. Find the fourth proportion of 4, 9 and 12. We have three numbers. We need to find the fourth term there. So let the fourth proportion be x. So in that case, let's write these numbers as ratios. So 4 is to 9 is the first ratio. This is equal to 12 is to x because x is the fourth proportion. So here we are going to use the formula product of extremes equals product of means. So these are the extremes and these are the means. So that will be 4 into x is equal to 9 into 12. Now we're going to find the value of x. X is equal to 9 into 12 divided by 4. Now cancel and see. 4 threes are 12. So what do we have here? 9 threes are 27. So we have found x and x is 27. And what is x? X is the fourth proportion. We said let the fourth proportion be x. So we have found the fourth proportion and that is 27. Question 12. Income and expenditure of a person is in the ratio 5:4. So this is income, this is expenditure. If the income of the person is 18,000 rupees, then his savings, they're talking about his savings. So here we know only about income and we need to find the expenditure because when you subtract income and expenditure, only then you will know what his savings is. So the first thing we need to do is find what his expenditure is. Let's write what's given. The income of a person is given and that is 18,000 rupees. Then the expenditure is what we are going to find out. So we're going to consider the expenditure to be X. So the ratio of income to expenditure is already given to us as 5:4 and that is equal to 18,000 is to X. Now we're going to use the formula product of extremes equals product of means. So product of extremes are 5 and x and means are these two numbers. So let's find the product of extremes. So 5 into x, that should be equal to 4 into 18,000. Now we're going to find the value of x. X is equal to 4 into 18,000 divided by 5. Now I can cancel 5 and 18,000. 5 ones are 5. Here 5 threes are 15. How much is left? 16, 17, 18, 3. Now the number is 30. 3 here, so 30. So 5 sixes are 30. Then we put the 2 zeros. So now we just have to multiply 4 into 36,000. So let's do that. 36,000 into 3,600 into 4. It's 3,600. 0, 0, 6 fours are 24. Carry 2, 4 threes are 12, 13, 14. So we have found the expenditure. Expenditure is 14,400. So let's write it here on top also. Expenditure is rupees 14,400. Now we can find the savings. How to find the savings? Savings is income minus expenditure. So how much is the income? The income is 18,000 rupees. So we can write that income is 18,000 rupees and expenditure we just found out to be 14,400. Now if we minus these, we will find the savings. So let's do that. 18,000 minus 14,400. 0. Now here we have to borrow. So 10 minus 4 is 6. 7 minus 4 is 3. 0. So here we have 3,600. So the savings is rupees 3,600. This is what we were asked to find out and this is our answer. Question 13. In a ratio which is equal to 4:5, if the antecedent is 32, then the consequent is what? We need to find out. So here, let the consequent, we'll consider the consequent to be x. And now we'll write this in the form of a proportion. So we have 4:5 and here it says there is a ratio which is equal to 4:5. So we have to write one ratio which is equal to 4:5. In that ratio, the antecedent is 32. That means antecedent is the first term. So here the first term is 32 and the consequent is x. So now we can use the formula product of extremes equals product of means. So these are our extremes and these are the means. So let's use that to find the value of x. So 4 into x is equal to 5 into 32. So now we can find the value of x. X is equal to 5 into 32 divided by 4. Now cancel. 4 ones are 4, 4 eights are 32. Now let's multiply the numerators. 5 into 8 is 40. So we have found the value of x. X is equal to 40. And the consequent, so that is the consequent. We said x is equal to, x is the consequent, and we found the value of x. So let's write the answer there. The consequent is 40. So this is our answer. Question 14. An alloy contains tin and zinc in the ratio 4:7. The zinc required to be melted with 20 kg of tin is what? So we've been given the ratio of tin is to zinc, and the weight of tin is given. We have to find the weight of zinc. So what is the ratio given to us? 4:7. What is given to us? Weight of zinc. Tin is given to us. Now we have to find the weight of zinc. So let's consider this to be x. So now let's put this in the form of two ratios. So 4:7, that is tin is to zinc, is equal to, again tin should come first, 20 kg is to x. So here again, remember at the end we should not have units, so the kgs will be removed as we go on. So now let's use the formula. Product of extremes equals product of means. So product of extremes equals product of means. So we'll write that. So 4 into x is equal to 7 into 20. So what does this mean? It means that x is equal to 7 into 20 divided by 4, because we have transposed this 4, which is multiplication, to the other side. It's become division. Now we can cancel 20 and 4. 4 ones are 4, 4 fives are 20. Now multiply 7 into 5 is 35. So what have we found out? We have found out x, and x is 35. And what is x? X is the weight of zinc. So zinc is 35 kgs. 35 kg. So this is our answer. So we can write it in the blank also. So let's write there 35 kg. Question 15. Tom earns 28,000 rupees per month. His wife Anne earns 36,000 per month. Find the ratio of these two, keeping this in mind. So let's write. Let's begin by saying amount Tom earns. Now this is the amount he earns, 28,000 rupees. Then amount Anne earns is 36,000 rupees. This is given to us. The first thing is ratio of Tom's earnings to Anne's earnings. Now Tom earns 28,000 rupees and Anne is 36,000 rupees. So let's write the unit also. At the end we remove the unit. Now we have to reduce this to the lowest term. First step is we write it in the form of fractions. So here we have 28,000 and 36,000. Then we can cancel and reduce. There are 3 zeros on top and 3 zeros down. So now I only have 28 by 36. Now let's divide both by 2. 2 into 14 and 2 into 18. Now continue again. We can divide both by 2 again. Divide again by 2. What do we get? 2 sevens are 14 and 2 nines are 18. So the first ratio of Tom's earnings to Anne's earnings is 7:9. So the answer here is 7:9. Now the second question is ratio of Anne's earnings to their total earnings. Anne gets 36,000 rupees and their total earnings means you have to add up Anne's and Tom's. So let's add up Tom's first. Let's write 28,000 and Anne gets 36,000. Now if we add this up, we get their total earnings. 0 and then 8 plus 6 is 14. Carry 1, this is 6. So 64,000. So here let's write total earnings is 64,000 rupees. Now we have to simplify this. So let's write it here, 36,000 divided by 64,000. So here we can cancel the zeros. There are 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3. Cancel 1, 2, 3 here. Now divide. Divide both by 2. So what do we get? So here we get 18. 2 into 18 is 36 and 2 into 32 is 64. So we have 18 by 32. We can again divide this by 2. Again we can divide this by 2. So what do we get? 2 nines are 18 and 2 into 16 is 32. So 9 by 16, we can write it as 9 is to 16 because we can't reduce that further. So we've got the answer to the second part of the question. Ratio of Anne's earnings to their total earnings is 9 is to 16. So we have both our answers here, this answer and this. So shall we stop with this, children? Thank you.